What's up, ladies and gents? This is KSigKid coming at you with another Destiny video. Today we're doing the Nightfall. We are doing the Nightfall. I wasn't exactly sure we were going to be able to do a Nightfall video today because a lot of you experienced PSN being down last night, and I was on Twitter and it was getting late and I was like, what are the chances, what are the odds that I'm actually going to be able to get on Destiny and play and do my Nightfalls? Well, I was really cutting it down to the wire, definitely cutting it down to the wire. It was around 10:30 and I gave it a shot, and finally I was able to get online, and that was just enough time, and I happened to get on and Devil was on and Yagami was on, and it was like, alright, let's do the Nightfall. In this Nightfall this week, it's really not that difficult at all. It's about 15 minutes a run, give or take. Obviously you're not really necessarily trying to speed through it, but about 15 minutes is a pretty average time, I think, with 3 people that should be able to finish it up and get through it really quickly and relatively easy. It's really not a difficult Nightfall at all. The number one thing is, it's Void Burn, and that's why the Telesto is going to shine. Not only because it's Void Burn, which obviously is going to make the Telesto just an absolute powerhouse, but we've also got Airborne on. So after shooting the Telesto, if you jump in the air after it's already been shot out, before its explosions start going off, you're basically going to get double damage while you're in the air. And it's just so easy to get that bonus and extra damage from the Telesto. I really can't recommend any gun any stronger than the Telesto for this week. It's just too easy. Because of that delay whenever you're dealing out your massive damage with the Telesto, it's just so easy to get in the air, and then boom, there you are dealing out double damage for doing nothing more than jumping in the air. And yeah, it works out really, really well, especially on Volus Arc at the end. So Telesto is definitely my pick, and I'm even using it the entire strike. The entire strike, even on this Goliath tank. Now we actually ended up having the Taken for 2 of our runs, and then we ended up having the Cabal in this area, and then the Taken mini-boss here in this middle area on our final run. So I think you might get a little bit of a mix each time. Who knows what you're going to get. If you fight that Taken boss in the middle right here instead of the tank, remember that that Taken boss ends up taking your 3 of coins. So if you popped one, you won't have one equipped unless you happen to pop another one whenever Volus Arc comes in. And that's the one thing that stinks a little bit. If the 3 of coins is on a timer, that can definitely throw off your timing of your 3 of coins and make you feel like you wasted it a little bit. So depending on how you're actually running the strike, you might be crossing your fingers for or for not getting the Taken boss here in this middle. You might be rooting for the tank the entire time. But this Nightfall was a lot of fun for sure. I really love the Telesto. You know, a lot of people talk about exotics in the Taken King, and a lot of people talk about how, you know, most exotics that we have just kind of feel like legendary weapons, maybe not even as good as legendary weapons. For me, there are exotics that I'm a big fan of, and those are exotics that feel exotic. And I talk about that anytime that I'm doing a Azure video. I talk about weapons that I feel like there's something different in the game, that you can't get that experience on any other gun in the game. I talk about that a lot with the Bad Juju. I talk about that with the Zalo Supercell, and the Telesto definitely falls into that category. Yes, it's a fusion rifle, which we see in the game, but no fusion rifles have little purple orbs of death attached to them. And those purple exploding orbs, they don't even hurt you. They don't even hurt you. Not even your grenades can say that. If you throw a grenade too close to a wall when you're standing there, you're gonna get hurt, you're gonna get damaged, you might even die depending on the grenade. Not the Telesto. If I mess up and I happen to shoot that wall that's just to the left of me, and that thing starts exploding off, I'm good, I'm good. You could even stick your friends with the Telesto shots and have them run into enemies. Or maybe just get lucky and be standing next to an enemy whenever they're stuck with a Telesto and it starts exploding, and boom, you're good to go. As far as Volus Arc, after he goes through his 10 minutes of invincibility, you just start peppering him with the Telesto and jumping in the air. We've already got him damaged enough where he's doing his walking over to the other side of the arena basic AI animation, and now we've already stopped him from getting to the other side because we put out so much damage in him. You can see that we're just absolutely destroying him. You can pretty much just constantly fire off shots at the Telesto, jump in the air, and you should be able to stop Volus before he can go through all of his animations. And then that just means that you keep him on this side of the arena, and that means that you're able to easily get through this arena battle without really having to take up too much time. So you can see that he's really low, we've got a tether on him, we've got weapons of light, and he can't handle that at all. Telesto absolutely melts him. So that's the Volus fight, and that was on one character. And you can see that here we are, we're actually on my Titan this time, and he's just as easy. It's just a really easy battle. Those Year 1 players that remember doing this strike remembered when Volus was an absolute bullet sponge. Whenever he had just insane amounts of hit points, he would take a really long time. In fact, it was one of those things where if this strike happened to queue up in Heroic Strikes, or whatever it was called back then, the Vanguard Tiger Strikes, or whatever it was, if he happened to queue up in those, people would actually back out instead of actually doing this strike. How things have changed. How things have definitely changed. Good old Volus is not the monster that he was. He's definitely doable. With these burns, he's easy to take down. One more shot from the Telesto, jumping up in the air. You can see it just melting his health away. That's it. Now, as far as the loot that we're going to get, the only strike-specific loot that I believe we can get is the Treads Upon Stars. So here we nabbed one of those, and those can drop up to 335 light. Let's check the one that I got out and see if it's any good. It's really not. I don't like this gun because I get this gun all the time. I know some people say that it's really, really rare. I've got this gun about 700 bazillion times. I've got this gun enough. I am sick of it. I did keep one copy of it that is a really, really good roll. But this one is going to get deleted or just used as infusion fuel to bump up an exotic that's not 335 yet. But we're here for the loot at the end, and let's see what we get. Let's see if we get back to our winning ways. Oh no, 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 no. This is terrible. A terrible way to start. Honestly though, that chest piece that I got, that is tier 12 capable chest piece. So it's really not bad as far as a stat standpoint goes. But from loot, no, that's disappointing to see. Moving on to our Titan, we end up getting ourselves... Oh, goodness. What are you doing, Nightfalls? A ghost shell in all those strange coins. We've seen 2 ghost shells now back to back ghost shells. That is not good. We went so long without seeing a ghost shell, and last week the Nightfall suddenly started turning away from our favor. We were having this awesome streak of exotics, an amazing gear, an amazing loot, and then we got a ghost shell last week, and now we've seen back-to-back ones. I did get a 3 of coins drop right there. Hello, Rise of Iron Boots? Maybe. And finally, it's our Warlock. It's our last chance at getting something good. Please, please, Nightfall RNG gods. Oh, I hate you. You are the worst. 2 ghosts for me? 2 ghosts. I guess we can say that the Nightfall RNG is dead. It's over. It's back to normal. I don't know what happened for those 5 or so weeks where we were getting absolutely amazing drops, but it's dead, it's gone, it's buried, Nightfalls hate me. Anyway, guys and gals, that was the Nightfall, that was the Telesto. If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your Nightfall, and I'll see you around in Destiny. Telesto is the besto.